The best thing about being a big family is the food stamps that we get.
Here are 4 reasons on why I will never get a job.
I don't know why everybody is hating on me for driving a 2025 Tahoe and getting food stamps.
So recently I made a video about the new round of scams that I saw from my own experiences or browsing online, which is honestly going to be a normal series on this channel now because the amount of new scams that pop up all the time, but I definitely missed a big one that is happening right now. Today's topic is from one of you guys. Make a video about people having to pay back food stamps and are defrauding welfare. We have talked about this very briefly in older videos, but many people have been taking advantage of EBT and programs like that, taking it away from people who truly need it. Now things might be changing with new rules and laws coming into place, so we're going to be going over some clips, seeing what's happening. If you have any topics you want me to talk about in the future, leave it in the comments down below. But I will say before we start this video at all, this is going to be full of rage bait, whether the clips are real or not, so I'm just warning you, because this is a pretty hot topic right now, especially if you look at the comment sections.
The best thing about being a big family is the food stamps that we get. And there's so many people criticizing it. It's so crazy. Like, why would I need to work more for the food stamps that I'm getting? And so many people are criticizing how much I get. Like, you know, I was actually being shorted, and I'm gonna get an increase next month, and I'm pregnant, so that's even more food stamps. So why is there a need for me to work if I can have all the food that I want and stay home? I don't really know what people don't understand about that, but I'm over here enjoying my food stamps and eating my steaks.
Oh, this video is gonna be brutal, man. Oh no. Now I know that this is such a hot issue right now because if I look at the comment section, I won't be able to read off most of the comments. And a majority of the time that doesn't really happen on TikTok, even if we see some crazy debt video or somebody being completely out of touch with reality, like influencers, something like that. Crazy stuff we've seen, right? But I have it up on screen right now, and there are many comments like this, and it's really only going to get worse because throughout what I've seen, I know that most of them are just playing on the emotions of the viewers. They always put emojis like you would see family of 7, soon to be 8, with the heart smile emoji, whatever that is, with 1,400 in food stamps. And of course saying the, why should I have to work? I get enough money. I'm getting even more money while everybody else is barely surviving right now in this world. They could just sit and chill out and eat their steaks. And clearly that's going to invoke a response in the comment sections. I know that people like this are definitely taking advantage of it because, like the saying goes with celebrities in Hollywood, you know, all press is good press, bad press doesn't exist, and it's the same way with attention online.
I almost just got arrested again. This time for welfare fraud. I was going to Walmart like I do every week. I get food stamps, so I get between 5 and 7 24 packs of like the cheap Walmart brand pop or whatever. The ones that you get 10 cents back for every, you know, can or whatever. And I use my food stamps to buy the pop, and then I go out to the parking lot and I pour them all out. This girl and her husband with their family were next to me in their car, and they freaking called the cops. The cops show up as I've got like over 100 freaking Walmart pop cans all around me. And they told me to stop where I was at and put my hands up. They gave me a warning. They say next time they catch me pouring Walmart pop out in the Walmart parking lot, they're going to arrest me for welfare fraud. And now I'm going to lose my food stamps.
I know we watched a ridiculous amount of clips with any sort of topic we've gone over. Of course, you know, the Caleb Hammer stories are insane, but this kind of stuff is so ridiculous that you can't actually be putting this out online and not expecting anything negative to happen if this truly did happen. Blatantly just admitting to welfare fraud and then kind of being surprised. What did you think was going to happen? I mean, the comments section again is, I can't really run through and say too much of them on this video, but but this is welfare fraud, pretty cut and dry. Good, you are gross. This is what's wrong with the world. You are the problem. You are genuinely what's wrong with the world. You cry about being poor, but then you waste all that money in order to waste food. I mean, she was just pouring it out to get the extra 10 cents a can. I mean, it is just a way to get free money, even though probably not a ton of it. And then just being so nonchalant about it. I mean, even if all of this is true, she definitely knows that she's baiting everybody who's watching.
I don't know why everybody is hating on me for driving a 2025 Tahoe and getting food stamps. I've been getting food stamps, cash assistance, disability, Section 8 for over 15 years. Okay? I qualify, and I have been qualified for all of those things. Okay? This is what I am owed. This is what we are all owed. You can go do the same thing. Just because you're upset that I can sit at home and make more money than you do and still drive a nice vehicle doesn't mean you need to go rat me out. And how did you even know that I drive? I never posted my vehicle on any social media. Trying to force me to sell my Tahoe. No, I'm not selling my Tahoe, and you're not taking away my welfare. That is, I deserve every last penny, and you're not taking that away from me. Mind your own business.
Not too surprising, the comment section is also pretty mad in this one. But again, if this is true, it's just a cut and dry case of abusing the system. Clearly, from what we've seen from the car payment videos, a 2025 Tahoe is unbelievably expensive. I'm going to look it up right now. The price of a 2025 Tahoe starts at $60,495 and goes up to $80,000. So let's just say she has the base model, still a $60,000 vehicle, while also getting $3.3K in food stamps and another $900 in cash benefits. And the only thing she really has to say about it is, well, you could do it as well. You could be abusing the system. Don't be mad at me. You're not taking away my car and my food stamps, but that could definitely be changing.
So I decided to open up my DHS mail that I had sitting in my thing for a few days now. Yeah, they took my food stamps. Yep, they took my food stamps from the thing that happened last week with the pop cans and dumping them out in the Walmart parking lot to get cash, like I've always done. And the cop said he could have arrested me, but he wasn't going to, but he had to report it to the state. I didn't think he would actually report it. So not only are they taking my food stamps away and my cash benefits, they are making me repay everything from the last year. Do you know how much that is? The number is right here. $23,678 they want me to pay back. I can't afford groceries with the food stamps that they were giving me. How do they expect me to pay back that? Does anybody know if there's like an appeal? Can I appeal this? It doesn't say. I'm screwed.
Now there's a complete 180 in this comment section. Finally, some accountability. As a family who doesn't qualify and have lived off of peanut butter for a year, good friggin' job for the government. And there are about 13,000 comments similar to that, but I'm kind of conflicted. I don't know if this is complete rage bait and just making this up, or this is what social media has done to people, saying absolutely anything, no matter how personal it is in their lives, for the attentions and likes and followers. Because if you look at this person's account, they have over 100,000 followers just from this sort of content. I mean, so blatantly abusing the system and almost documenting it to everybody in the world to gain a following on top of that just seems ludicrous to me. That's why I'm having such a hard time believing that this is real, and all the rest of the clips we're going to see as well, because this is only going to get worse.
You guys are taking away my sister's EBT, and she has to pay $27,000 back, okay? And she admitted that she will be giving me the other grandkids because she doesn't need them since she's not getting EBT. So I will be getting the EBT. Whoop, whoop. So I will be getting more EBT. She will have to go ahead and pay those $27,000. She says after she does pay that money back, she will try again to fight for custody for her grandbabies.
I didn't realize how bad this video was going to be. This is actually way worse than any of the crazy Caleb Hammer finance stories we've gone over, and trying to make people angry from the ridiculous choices. This, oh man. But I guess I really am playing into their hand because this is exactly what this type of content wants. You could see in the comments, she likes all of the comments that are angry about her. Freeloader, get a job. You and your sister, unspeakable, completely despicable. And it's just nothing but hearts in the comments. This is exactly what this content is meant to do.
Okay, yes, I am going in 2025 with my 8 kids and still getting my food stamps. I don't care how y'all feel or what y'all think. I'm not letting my plug go. My plug is with me at all times, and he's getting everybody right. And we don't care about no 2025 because, baby, we are loaded with food stamps. With my 8 kids, yes. So either you're going to get you some stamps or just be quiet. One or the other. Do you need me to call my plug? My plug can hook you up right now. We don't care about no president. We don't care about none of that. Because they scam us. Who cares? Beat the system. Okay? Because I love my 4K, baby. I love it over here. I love my 4K and stamps. So what? You heard it right here. Your girl, Miss EBT Queen of 2024, is still going to be EBT Queen of 2025. Do you hear me?
Now, this is the account that I went over briefly in older videos because, again, this person is gaining a following, gaming the system, almost 60,000 followers, and apparently it's entertainment only, but it's nothing but videos showing off how much money she's getting for free and then she doesn't have to work anymore. And this is how easy it is to scam the system. I could do whatever I want and just shoving it in people's faces. And on top of course, making everybody angry, this kind of stuff only hurts people who genuinely need it. From what we've seen in the inflation videos, the cost of living, all of the economy videos that I've made since I started this channel. It is harder now more than ever to just survive, not driving around in a Rolls Royce in a big mansion. So there are tons of people working several jobs, 80 hours a week, and still not making enough money to survive, especially if you're in certain parts of the country, especially around cities. So the money in these programs are being taken away by people who just don't want to work, and not only just sit all day and do nothing and buy whatever they want, but then outwardly make videos to the world showing off what they do, again, shoving it in all of our faces. I don't really know what to say about it. I mean, the balls on some of these people, I really don't know why you'd put this online other than, again, that sweet dopamine and that attention, even if it is negative attention.
Here are 4 reasons on why I will never get a job. Number 1, if I get a job, they will cut off my food stamps. And I'm not gonna risk that. How dumb would I be to get a job and then they're either gonna cut my stamps in half or take them away completely? Not gonna happen. Then that means that I have to take out money from my pocket to pay for food. No thanks. Number 2, I am not a morning person. There is no way that you'll see me awake before 11 o'clock. It's just not gonna happen. And that morning traffic is ridiculous. So no, I'd rather be in bed. 3rd reason why I don't work or I'm not gonna ever work is because then I would have to pay bills. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna work just to pay rent, pay utilities. Not gonna happen. My husband could do all that. No thanks. I'd rather spend my money going out, eating, buying stuff, not paying bills. So what's the point of working if I have to waste it on bills? Just not gonna happen. And the 4th reason is because I am allergic to responsibilities. Every time I try, it's just, no. I break out in highs. I'm literally allergic to it. I just can't do it. So at the end of the day, why waste energy working when the government sends me checks to live my best life?
Okay, so now we're getting into the users who are just doing these types of videos 100% for the attention, because if you look at this creator with 180,000 followers, the bio says, I do skits about situations that bother me, satire / skits. Now, I mean, she's got tons of them where she's going on these types of ridiculous rants. Best thing about being a family of 7 is having our $2,500 monthly food stamps amounts. They're very similar to the other food stamps videos we've seen. You could just see the screenshots up on screen right now. Trump wants to cut food stamps, and I do not agree with that, nor do I want to work to qualify. I mean, received a letter from EBT, I have to pay back $27,000. So this creator knows that it's such a sensitive issue that she can make these types of videos kind of doing the exact same as the other creators and still get a whole bunch of views, still get a whole bunch of attention, and then people in the comments don't even know that it's a skit or satire and just fill the comments with rage. This can't be real. I'm allergic to responsibilities. So if you don't wake up before 11, who gets your kids ready? Who takes them to school? Again, this kind of stuff is made just to make you angry. But from what we've seen recently, it looks like some of the food stamp rules are going to change. So we're starting to see videos like this where people are happy about it.
And another thing, y'all know that Trump is trying to make it to where only working citizens is about to be eligible for Section 8 and food stamps. Let that sink in.
Can someone also explain how folks could live on Section 8 housing and drive an $80,000 vehicle? He needs to work on clearing out the people who have been on Section 8 for years and passing it down to their family and friends. I've worked over 30 years, raised 4 kids with no aid. Maybe now us working class could get some financial relief. That's how it should be. A lot of working people don't qualify for anything while others do nothing and get everything. Good, I worked 46 hours a week and still can't afford to put money aside for food. These benefits were meant to give people help till they could get back on their feet. It wasn't meant to be permanent, and that I 100% understand and agree with. But from what we've seen with the scam videos, there's always going to be somebody who's going to try to bend the rules, abuse the system, make it work in their favor. Most of the time it ends up being financially motivated, and it hurts everybody that genuinely needs it in the end. So now they start thinking that everybody on food stamps or Section 8 are just like these people we're seeing online, when that's not the case, and it just makes this whole situation way worse.
I get food stamps. I get WIC. I get state medical insurance. My kids get free lunch. This thing that's happening, is it true? Like, am I going to have food stamps next month? Are my kids going to be able to eat lunch after Monday? Am I going to get WIC next month? Can I fill my prescriptions next week? Does anyone know what's really going on and like how it's working? Because I know it's supposed to go into effect at like 5 o'clock tonight, but then a judge put the school lunch part off until Monday. But how am I supposed to buy food next month? How am I supposed to buy milk next month? What are my kids going to eat at school and at home? And how am I supposed to pay for my medication? Any answers would be appreciated.
So with the new ruling, it seemed like people were only eligible if you worked at least 30 hours a week, which an overwhelming majority agree with, because that seems to be the big problem. People are not working at all, not looking to work at all, and receiving a ton of money. And this video doesn't talk about a job at all. It's just, when am I going to get the groceries? Where are my kids going to eat? Where am I going to eat? Nothing about getting a job at all. And then you look at the account, full-time RV stay-at-home mom. Now, something that's very common about these clips, if you go take a look, it's got 145 likes and 729 comments. So you could see it is a bloodbath in each one of these comment sections. I'm honestly trying to avoid it as much as I can while still going over this topic, because I don't want your blood to boil. Because honestly, even though this has been an issue for a long time, I think this clip goes very well with maybe an overwhelming majority of topics that I talk about.
I'm gonna be honest with you, there is no damn way I would get on this internet and tell the world some of the stuff that y'all tell the world. Wench, is you okay?
I mean, the amount of oversharing online and just putting out such personal information to the entire world. No private accounts. Anybody on the planet could see it. It just baffles me. And then others are surprised when they get backlash about blatantly just abusing the system and showing how they do it and not wanting to improve, not wanting to get a job, worried about the new rules coming up and not being able to get their free money. This is just such a toxic issue, and it doesn't really stop. I mean, there's tons of clips like this. What I got to last me the month as a low-income stay-at-home mom, and just look at the amount of groceries. It's unbelievable. Most of it ends up being pretty unhealthy, but clearly, as a stay-at-home mom, that means you're not looking for a job at all. Some of the comments here, I'm a cashier, and when I see a cart full of snack microwave food and sodas, I know it's EBT. 10,000 likes on that one. Glad to see EBT going for sodas and snacks. Seriously, we need to make changes to our system, or just let us live from the creator. Like, why would you even post this online? You knew you were gonna get flack, but this is all part of their plan. They're doing it just to get attention. And I mean, I guess it's working because I'm making a video about it now. Even big creators like this, when the food stamps hit, and again, just a sea of groceries. This is from somebody with 80,000 followers. Basically looks like they got almost all of their following from that single video, because they get TikTok videos in the hundreds of views, even with their 80,000 followers. So really low engagement rate there. Their YouTube channel is virtually non-existent. Another one using an EBT credit card with a Dodge Hellcat. All the haha funny relatable type of content. Me when the food stamps hit with 2 full carts of groceries. Here's another one using my food stamps and WIC card while wearing an $1,800 Montclair coat. I don't know how to say that. I know they got a weird name for that brand, but it is a luxury brand. $200 feed-ins. No idea what that is, honestly. And $300 MK. What is MK? Michael Kors. There we go. And a $300 Michael Kors purse. Honestly, nothing but rage bait, even the description. This one might ruffle some feathers in an emoji. Haven't paid groceries since I was 18. Thanks, government. Whenever I see an emoji in the title or description of these, I know they're just trying to bait out and get people angry. Grocery shop as a family of 6 on WIC and $3,000 in food stamps with the money emoji. But it works again. Over 50,000 followers. Stay-at-home mom of 4. Realistic daily mom life. Hopefully this kind of stuff does change with the new laws, because again, I'm not against it. I know people are struggling, even trying to work multiple jobs, way more than just the full-time 40 hours. And I'm definitely not the only one who thinks that way too.
So Trump is supposedly changing the requirements to qualify for EBT, Section 8, and welfare. So if you are on these things or trying to get on these things, Trump is requiring you to work at least 30 hours a week to maintain or qualify for these assistances. This is one of those changes that he's making that I don't think I'm upset with, because a lot of people use these assistances as crutches because they know that they can rely on this and don't have to do anything or do the bare minimum. So he's kind of pulling that crutch away from them and taking that dependency away from them. So I don't think I'm mad with this one.
We can look at some of the comments, which has an anti-bullying protection little tag on top of it. That's interesting. I work 40 to 60 hours a week. I'm single. I pay my bills, but money is tight, and I don't spend money on fast food, etc. My neighbors are Section 8 and food stamps, have takeout every day, new car, tattoos, etc. Another one that just says sounds fair with 14,000 likes. I have a friend who gets $1,300 a month. Her husband works and she doesn't. All the kids are in school, so I don't see why she can't work. They also have 3 boats. Okay then. So I mean, hopefully this patches up some of the issues we've seen for years. This is nothing new. This has been happening for quite a long time. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I know this issue is definitely a sensitive subject, but that's all I got for you guys today. YouTube thinks you'll like this video popping up on screen right now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys later.